hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Indiana's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Quickly complete. Puts him in the spin cycle. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turns it on down the left side.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoffs.
Coach Cignetti has just galvanized this entire program. And all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets rid of it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hoosiers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The sure hands, it's Hemby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in, it's Hemby. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Throwing on the run. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. That's caught. It's Beebe. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming in.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Mendoza. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Gill. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Hemby. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Black. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Black. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab, it's Hemby. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hemby. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
We'll take over. First and 10.
They want that clock to run. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Snagged in the middle, it's Hemby. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Buying some time. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the
breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires to the wideout. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this